Ginger, known across cultures as adrak, is more than a spice. It is a root that carries centuries of healing traditions and modern scientific validation. When we talk about diabetes, we are talking about a condition that affects millions of lives worldwide, a condition where the body struggles to regulate blood sugar levels, leading to fatigue, complications, and a constant battle for balance. In this struggle, ginger emerges as a natural ally, a humble root that can support the body's ability to manage glucose, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce inflammation. To understand how ginger can help, we must first appreciate its nature. Ginger contains powerful bioactive compounds such as gingerols and shagules, which act as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents. These compounds influence the way the body processes sugar, making cells more responsive to insulin, the hormone responsible for moving glucose from the blood into the cells. For someone living with diabetes, this responsiveness is critical because insulin resistance is one of the main challenges they face. By improving insulin sensitivity, ginger helps the body use sugar more efficiently, lowering blood glucose levels and reducing the risk of complications. Scientific studies have shown that ginger supplementation can lead to significant reductions in fasting blood sugar and improvements in HbA1c, a marker of long-term glucose control. These findings are not just numbers. They represent hope for millions who seek natural ways to complement their medical treatment. Imagine a person who begins their day with a warm cup of ginger tea. The aroma fills the air, the taste is sharp yet soothing, and within that simple ritual lies a powerful act of self-care. Over time, this daily habit can contribute to better glucose control, improved digestion, and enhanced energy. Ginger water, prepared by soaking slices of ginger overnight and drinking it in the morning, offers another gentle way to harness its benefits. In traditional medicine, ginger has always been seen as a purifier, a root that cleanses the body and strengthens the spirit. Modern science now confirms that it reduces oxidative stress, a condition where harmful molecules damage cells and worsen diabetes complications. By lowering oxidative stress, ginger protects the heart, kidneys, and nerves, organs that are often vulnerable in diabetic patients. But ginger is not only about science, it is about lifestyle. Incorporating ginger into meals, soups, and curries allows people to enjoy its flavor while gaining its health benefits. It is versatile, fitting into both savory and sweet dishes, and it transforms ordinary food into medicine. The journey of managing diabetes is not just about numbers on a glucose meter. It is about discipline, consistency, and hope. Ginger becomes a symbol of that journey, reminding us that nature provides tools to support our health if we are willing to use them wisely. Of course, caution is necessary. Ginger should be consumed in moderation, because excessive intake can cause stomach irritation or interact with medications. Those who are already on diabetes medication must consult their doctors before making ginger a daily supplement to avoid hypoglycemia or other complications. Balance is the key, and ginger teaches us that even powerful remedies must be respected. When we look at the broader picture, ginger represents more than a root. It represents resilience. Just as the plant grows underground, hidden yet strong, people living with diabetes often fight silent battles, unseen by the world. Ginger's strength becomes a metaphor for their strength, a reminder that healing often begins with small, consistent steps. A slice of ginger in water, a spoon of ginger powder in food, a cup of ginger tea at night. These are not grand gestures, but they are powerful acts of care. Over months and years, they accumulate into better health, greater energy, and renewed hope. In this way, ginger becomes part of a holistic lifestyle, one that includes balanced diet, regular exercise, stress management, and medical guidance. It is not a cure, but it is a companion, a natural support that makes the journey easier. Ginger's influence on diabetes management is not confined to the laboratory or the clinic. It extends into the daily lives of people who choose to embrace natural remedies alongside their prescribed treatments. Imagine the rhythm of a household where ginger is part of every meal, where its sharp fragrance rises from the kitchen and its warmth spreads through the body. In such a setting, ginger becomes more than food. It becomes a ritual of healing. The body responds to this consistency, gradually finding balance in blood sugar levels, digestion, and energy. This is the essence of lifestyle medicine, where small daily choices accumulate into profound long-term benefits. Ginger's role in reducing inflammation is particularly important because chronic inflammation is a silent driver of many complications in diabetes. When inflammation is reduced, blood vessels remain healthier, circulation improves, and the risk of heart disease decreases. For a diabetic patient, this is not a minor benefit. It is a shield against one of the most dangerous outcomes of uncontrolled blood sugar. The story of ginger is also the story of resilience across cultures. In Ayurveda, ginger has been called the universal medicine, used to treat everything from digestive issues to joint pain. In Chinese medicine, it is seen as a warming herb that restores balance to the body's energy. In modern wellness circles, ginger shots and teas are celebrated as immunity boosters. All these traditions converge on one truth: ginger strengthens the body's ability to adapt and heal. For someone living with diabetes, this adaptability is crucial. The condition demands constant vigilance, and ginger offers a natural way to support that vigilance. It does not replace medical treatment, but it complements it, making the journey less burdensome and more hopeful. Consider the psychological impact of incorporating ginger into daily life. Diabetes often brings anxiety, a constant worry about numbers, meals, and medications. When a person chooses to prepare ginger tea or add ginger to their food, they are not only nourishing their body but also reclaiming a sense of control. This act becomes symbolic, a reminder that they are actively participating in their healing. Such empowerment reduces stress, and reduced stress itself improves blood sugar control. Thus, ginger contributes not only through its biochemical effects, but also through its role in shaping mindset and behavior. The aroma of ginger, the warmth it brings, the sharpness of its taste, all these sensory experiences reinforce the feeling of care and discipline. The journey with ginger is also a journey of patience. Its effects are not immediate miracles. They unfold gradually, requiring consistency and moderation. This teaches an important lesson. Healing is a process, not an event. Just as ginger grows slowly underground, hidden from sight until it is ready to be harvested, the benefits of ginger in diabetes management reveal themselves over time. This metaphor resonates deeply with those who struggle daily with the condition. It reminds them that progress may be slow, but it is real, and every small step matters. Ginger becomes a companion in this journey, whispering the wisdom of patience and persistence. The power of ginger in the context of diabetes is also tied to its ability to influence metabolism. When the body consumes food, glucose enters the bloodstream, and insulin is released to help transport that glucose into cells. In diabetes, this process is impaired, either because the body does not produce enough insulin or because the cells resist its action. Ginger helps by enhancing the efficiency of this process, making cells more receptive to insulin and thereby lowering blood sugar levels. This effect is subtle but meaningful, especially when practiced consistently. Over weeks and months, the cumulative impact of ginger consumption can be seen in improved energy, reduced fatigue, and better overall health. It is not a cure, but it is a supportive measure that strengthens the body's natural systems. Beyond the biochemical effects, ginger also plays a role in weight management, which is crucial for people with diabetes. Excess weight often worsens insulin resistance, making blood sugar control more difficult. Ginger has thermogenic properties, meaning it can slightly increase the body's metabolism and help burn calories more efficiently. Combined with a balanced diet and regular exercise, ginger contributes to maintaining a healthy weight, which in turn improves blood sugar regulation. This interconnectedness shows how ginger supports not just one aspect of health but multiple dimensions, creating a holistic impact. The cultural significance of ginger adds another layer to its story. In South Asian households, ginger is almost inseparable from daily cooking. It is part of curries, teas, soups, and even desserts. This cultural integration makes it easier to adopt ginger as a health strategy because it does not require drastic changes or unfamiliar habits. Instead, it builds on traditions that people already cherish. For someone managing diabetes, this cultural familiarity reduces resistance and increases compliance. They do not feel like they are taking medicine. They feel like they are enjoying food that connects them to their heritage. This emotional connection strengthens the commitment to consistent use, which is essential for long-term benefits. Ginger also has a spiritual dimension. In many traditions, natural remedies are seen not only as physical healers, but also as symbols of divine wisdom. The root growing quietly underground, gathering strength in silence, becomes a metaphor for inner resilience. For someone living with diabetes, this symbolism can be deeply motivating. It reminds them that healing is not only about numbers and medicines, but also about faith, patience, and discipline. Ginger becomes a daily reminder of the balance between body and spirit, a small act that carries profound meaning. The narrative of ginger and diabetes is therefore not just scientific but human. It is about the person who wakes up each morning and chooses to prepare ginger tea instead of reaching for sugary drinks. It is about the family that cooks with ginger, unknowingly supporting the health of their loved ones. It is about the patient who finds comfort in the warmth of ginger water, feeling less alone in their struggle. These stories matter because they show that managing diabetes is not only about clinical interventions, but also about lifestyle, culture, and emotional resilience. Ginger fits naturally into this broader picture, offering support without demanding sacrifice. The relationship between ginger and diabetes also highlights the importance of natural remedies in modern health care. While pharmaceuticals are essential and life-saving, the integration of natural foods like ginger creates a more balanced approach. This balance is not only physical but also emotional, because patients often feel more connected to remedies that come from nature. Ginger, with its earthy aroma and sharp taste, reminds people of the simplicity of healing, of the wisdom that lies in plants and roots. For someone living with diabetes, this connection can be deeply comforting. It transforms the daily struggle into a journey that feels less mechanical and more human. Each sip of ginger tea becomes a reminder that healing is not only about medicine, but also about nourishment, tradition, and care. The scientific evidence supporting ginger's role in diabetes management continues to grow. Clinical trials have demonstrated that ginger supplementation can reduce fasting blood sugar, improve lipid profiles, and lower markers of inflammation. These outcomes are significant because they address multiple aspects of diabetes, not just glucose control. By improving cholesterol and reducing inflammation, ginger protects the heart, which is often at risk in diabetic patients. By lowering oxidative stress, it shields the kidneys and nerves, which are vulnerable to long-term damage. This multi-dimensional support makes ginger a valuable ally in comprehensive diabetes care. It is not a single-target intervention. It is a broad support system that strengthens the body's resilience. The daily use of ginger can be simple yet powerful. A person may choose to drink ginger water in the morning, add ginger to their meals during the day, and enjoy ginger tea at night. These small acts, repeated consistently, create a rhythm of healing. Over time, this rhythm becomes part of their identity, a lifestyle that supports health and discipline. This is important because diabetes management is not about occasional efforts. It is about sustained commitment. Ginger fits naturally into this commitment, offering benefits without demanding drastic changes. It is accessible, affordable, and culturally familiar, making it one of the easiest natural remedies to adopt. The emotional impact of ginger should not be underestimated. Living with diabetes often feels overwhelming, with constant monitoring and restrictions. Ginger offers a sense of empowerment, a reminder that the patient can take active steps to support their health. This empowerment reduces stress, and reduced stress itself improves blood sugar control. Thus, ginger contributes indirectly by shaping mindset and behavior. It becomes a symbol of self-care, of the patient's determination to fight back against the condition. This symbolism is powerful because healing is not only about the body but also about the mind and spirit. The journey with ginger is also a journey of hope. Diabetes is often seen as a lifelong burden. But ginger reminds us that nature provides tools to ease that burden. It does not promise miracles, but it offers support, comfort, and resilience. Each cup of ginger tea, each slice of ginger in food becomes a small act of defiance against the condition, a declaration that the patient is not powerless. This hope is essential because without hope, discipline fades. Ginger sustains hope by offering tangible benefits and emotional strength. It becomes a companion in the journey, a root that grows silently yet powerfully, just as the patient grows stronger through consistent effort. The journey of ginger and diabetes is also a journey of discipline. Every sip of ginger tea, every slice added to food, every conscious choice to include it in daily life becomes a step toward better health. Discipline is the foundation of diabetes management, and ginger supports that discipline by being simple, accessible, and effective. Unlike complicated regimens or expensive supplements, ginger is humble and familiar, yet powerful. This humility makes it easier to adopt because it does not feel like a burden. It feels natural, like part of everyday life. For someone living with diabetes, this ease is important because the condition already demands so much effort. Ginger reduces that burden, offering support without adding stress. The symbolism of ginger extends beyond the kitchen. It represents resilience, patience, and strength. Just as the root grows underground, gathering energy in silence, people living with diabetes gather strength through daily discipline. Ginger becomes a metaphor for their hidden resilience, a reminder that even when progress is not visible, it is happening. This metaphor inspires hope, and hope sustains discipline. Without hope, the struggle feels endless. With hope, every effort feels meaningful. Ginger sustains this hope by offering tangible benefits and emotional comfort. It becomes a companion in the journey, a root that whispers encouragement with every taste. The impact of ginger is not limited to the individual. It extends to families and communities. When a household embraces ginger, it creates a culture of health. Children grow up seeing ginger as part of daily life, learning that natural remedies are valuable. Families share ginger tea together, strengthening bonds while supporting health. Communities celebrate ginger in festivals, recipes, and traditions, reinforcing its role as a healer. This collective embrace makes diabetes management easier because it transforms individual discipline into shared culture. Ginger becomes a thread that connects people, weaving health into the fabric of society. The story of ginger and diabetes is therefore not only about science but also about humanity. It is about the patient who finds comfort in ginger tea, the family that cooks with ginger, the community that celebrates its flavor. It is about resilience, discipline, and hope. Ginger is not a cure, but it is a companion, a root that supports the journey with quiet strength. Its impact is subtle yet profound, shaping not only blood sugar levels but also mindset, culture, and spirit. In this way, ginger becomes more than a remedy. It becomes a symbol of healing, a reminder that nature provides tools to support us if we are willing to use them wisely.